Yo, what's good? We live. Scooter Powell, the casual boxing fan, coming to you live with Casual Boxing Talk. What's happening?
What's good, Slim? On the ropes, boxing in the building, man.
Yo, yo, man. So
Where
yeah,
you want to start? Where you want to start today?
I mean the press conference happened today. Keyshawn Davis is happening, but yo, Keyshawn Davis, he might be the dude to save boxing. I'm gonna tell you why, man. Because if he really is able to keep getting these knockouts, because what I'm seeing right now is a casual takeover of the game, man. It's a casual takeover, bruh. It's happened. I mean, we already seen it happen, but I mean, it's happened. And that's why Shakur hot.
Hey, you know what's crazy, Slim? You know, I had a
Yeah.
chance to watch the Andre Ward interview he had with Keyshawn, the hour and 20-minute interview, and it was crazy when they started talking about, the different things that he doing in the city and what you see now, fight week with all the different activities. We talked about this when he was young, man, and just to see how 3-4 years later that is all playing out right before our eyes, man. Even with the conversation that got me in trouble, we did a video with him talking about when Shakur and him would ever fight, and he talked about the 300 million. He brought that up on the Andre Ward interview at the end when Andre Ward was talking to him about it, man, about if him and Shakur was ever fight 300 million each, but he don't really see it happening.
Yeah. Shakur's scared of that, man. In my opinion, exactly from that interview too. Salute the Melcar X. Salute the Boxing with 2-4. Salute the Larry Benson. Right? Larry Benson said Keyshawn Davis knock out Edwin, making Shakur look bad. He's coming up fast, putting on a performance, and the fans want to see him. That's right. That's right. And he's not saying fuck the fans. He's got a casual friendly. Okay, so speaking of that interview, right? Speaking of salute to Doobie Jones. I saw something in that interview that you're talking about that showed me why Shakur Stevenson is afraid of Keyshawn Davis.
Explain.
All right, so when he was talking about mental illness, right? He said he was going deep into what exactly it was. See, like he said he wasn't feeling nothing, right? And he was hurting himself. You feel what I'm saying? And he said it felt like, man. So he sounded like somebody that was cutting themselves or something, right? He's like, yo. So he said to him it felt like somebody was pinching him. I just wanted to feel something, right? And look at the way this man fights, man. Yo, you want a nigga like that to snap in the ring?
You
Because he can get bloodthirsty. He won't give a dude who gives no fuck about his own safety, but has talent and skills and pop is a dangerous man to be in the ring with, bruh. It can go either way in that case, no matter how good you are. If this motherfucker has no regard for his own life or safety, but yeah, he has skills to back up everything. Now, what you think about that?
it was interesting to hear him talk about mental health, man, because it's crazy. I go back to that interview I did with him, and I asked him what was the toughest thing he had went through in his life and how did he overcome it. He didn't go into deep details like he did with Andre Ward at the time. Now I can understand why, because he was still really going through it at the time. When I asked him about that, the transition from moving from Norfolk to Alexandria, Virginia, where basically you're moving somewhere that's basically all black to an area that's multicultural, many, Spanish. You got Ethiopia. It's multicultural in that area. You know about that. So it was a tough transition for him. And he was already dealing with the cutting issues that he was talking about prior to even moving there. Because remember, he said in the interview that he would only let his brothers know about it. And they kept his secret and stuff, man. So to see that and to see where he is now and how he's dealing with that and overcoming that, I'm glad to see, man, that he got the help that he needed. Because he's going to be a superstar. He's going to be a superstar soon. And it looked like, man, he stay on the course getting these knockouts. Like you said, following the Tank pattern. He's showing Tank a lot of love, so he's going to get a lot of Tank fan base. The Rise even shared what Keyshawn was saying. So, again, he's very smart and calculating on his words that he's using right now, too.
Yeah, smart dude. But like I said, right? And oh my God, y'all, that's hilarious. Salute the boxing with 2-4. Shakur ain't fighting no crash outs. So Keyshawn Davis, right, is totally capable of crashing out on a nigga, right? But in the ring, his skills are lethal. So you dealing with a lethal potential crash out, right? And y'all got this whole friendship connection. But if you say the wrong thing to him, nigga might snap on you, right? That's a dangerous fight for Shakur Stevenson. Crash out that knows him too, his habits. Yo, you there?
You good? Yeah,
Yeah. Can you hear me?
yeah. You all good?
Yo, was I breaking up?
No, you good until you got that call. It was like a half a second.
Oh, okay, yeah, she was fucking me up. All right, so I'm saying, right, you got this lethal skilled crash out who like knows you too well. He's a more dangerous fight for Shakur than Tank Davis. Just from that part alone, right? He knows you. Like he could do the same shit you do to niggas. You Shakur Stevenson, he could do the same size you up shit that you do to niggas. He's a very dangerous fight for Shakur Stevenson. I truly now I don't believe Shakur wins that fight and gets knocked out if they ever fight.
I don't see him fighting. I see him going to 140. He gonna drop that belt soon.
Yeah.
He gonna drop that belt. I'm gonna tell you why I think he is going to drop that belt. If you listen to the conversation he had with Andre Ward, it don't have no talks of sounding like unifying, undisputed, nothing at the 35. The names he been pulling, he been pulling names at the 40. Teofimo Lopez, Pitbull Cruz. These are all fighters who fight at 140.
Mm-hmm.
So part of they buddies, they ain't gonna fight. Let me get out your way, Shakur. See if you can get some of these fights at 35. Because I'm gonna be a star. I'm going to 40. He gonna drop that belt.
They live right now. The press conference starting, man. Press conference starting, man. Oh shit. Yeah, yeah. Yo, Keyshawn got to knock this boy out, man. Like he knocks. It's all on this right now. He got to knock this dude out because like boxing need Keyshawn to knock De Los Santos the fuck out. I'm gonna tell you why, man. Because it's a casual takeover of boxing. You got
See, I can't keep. Oh, my
what's up?
bad, dog. I was reading. I wanted to read Larry Benson. He said Pitbull Cruz went back down to 135. I didn't even know that, man. I can't keep up with this, man. I can't.
I mean, they
Did you
going
know
with
he went back
that.
down to 35? Did you know he went back down to 35?
They following where the money at right now, right? Because like Turkey has shaken things up. Fighters want a piece of that action. That's a fact. So they're gonna go wherever the money say go now. What Turkey was doing is about to pay off. Cause you think about it, everybody can't get paid like Tank and Canelo. So if you get like T.O., I don't know what he was doing, turning down 11 million each, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's what Keyshawn said. Keyshawn said T.O. turned down the fight. He said Turkey called him out, pulled him up on the phone. I got somebody that want to whip your ass. Who is it? Pulled up on the phone. I'm turned into Scooby Doo. I don't know. I turned into Scooby Doo on Turkey and Key, man.
I'm gonna turn it to Bill Haney for a minute when he said when he when he was surprised Tank turned down 20. He said 20 million guaranteed, my nigga. 20 million, you
Tank
turned
can
that
get
down.
more than that.
So Tio, 11 million guaranteed. You turned down 11 million guaranteed to fight Keyshawn Slim. That's crazy work.
He should have taken it to fight Devin Haney. I can see why he afraid of Keyshawn. Like I say, man, Keyshawn is a potential crash out in the ring. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they saying with skills and IQ.
Bruh, but I don't understand this. What make you think? Cause he all pressed that he ain't get the Boots fight. Boots would murder To, man, murder him, man. That wouldn't even be fair, man. How bad of a whooping
I'm gonna
To
just
would
go
take.
ahead. I'm gonna just go ahead and call the obvious. Like we already called it. By him turning down, by him turning down Keyshawn and Devin Haney for 11 million, right? And letting Terrence Crawford chump him and only talking shit on the internet or the telephone, right? He's officially a bitch ass nigga. So I don't give a fuck what T.O. talking about or what he doing, man. All right, so if you pull up the fight, I'ma tune in. But other than that, I may not even cover his videos on my like. I don't want to hear what he's talking about. That's just how I
Me
feel
either.
as a man on the like as a man, right? You see a nigga who just yapping at the mouth and yapping on the telephone like a bitch, and then when you see real niggas pull up on him, he ain't that same guy. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey,
I
Slim.
don't even care what you're talking about at that point.
Hey, even this boy Punch Drunk man can't even justify this shit. He like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Man,
That's his boy, man.
if he would have taken either one of those fights, right? He would have justified, okay, you was doing it to promote the fight. But you turned it down. You ain't getting no bigger deal than that. Not in my opinion. Unless Tank want
How,
to fight you.
how do you turn down Devin Haney, man?
The only way he turns this down, right, is if he's talking to Al Heyman and Al Heyman promised him the Tank fight if he signed with PBC.
Nigga, I'm not signing to no PBC. That's a ship sinking, in my opinion.
If you got the Tank fight, you ain't signing no 5-fight
Nigga,
deal.
Lamont got the Tank fight. We still ain't heard nothing. That joint might get pushed back, man. I'm trying to tell you, Slim.
No,
August
I'm
16th,
quite
we
sure it's getting
still
pushed
ain't
back.
heard nothing from Tank. We ain't heard nothing from the PBC. I don't think that fight happened on August 16th.
Hey, for real. So if you want to talk about that, we could talk about that. Like I told you before, to me, it looks like a repeat of the last fight to where no money was put up. And we ain't hearing from Tank. So he already told you what that issue is. He said, yo, what niggas asked him straight up, yo, what was the deal with you in the last fight, right? Remember last year before in December, Tank was acting funny about that shit. And he said the fight coming up and I ain't even in camp yet. What does that mean? That means no money's been put up. And I think it's the same thing. Because how much Lamont Roach want for this fight, man? He didn't get no money for the last fight. He's turning down an opportunity to work with Turkey right now because he has an immediate opportunity to work with Turkey, right? So
Man, he should make at least $2 million on this fight, man. At least $2 million.
to fight Tank,
At least $2 million.
Rolly got $5 million.
I
Devin
said
Haney got $10
at
million.
least $2 million.
Devin Haney,
First of all, what have I been saying, Slim? I said fuck this, go holler at Turkey, man. Did you hear what he was gonna give T.O. $11 million to fight Keyshawn?
no, but hear what I'm saying though, right? So if you Lamont Roach, right, you can gauge how much you can get from Turkey by what niggas is getting and what they getting offered, right? Ryan had the biggest celebrity. He got 20. Devin next, he got 10. Then he bumped it up another million to fight T.O. 11. He offered T.O. 11. But before that, how much did T.O. get?
I don't know what T.O. got for his. I know Rolly got 5 at that New York junk. I
So
have no idea.
T.O. got at least 5, right? So T.O. got at least 5, right? So if I'm Lamont Roach, I can get at least 5. At least 5.
Yeah, if you pay Shakur 5 to fight an electrician, nigga, you can pay me 5 to fight a real fight.
So why would you take 2 to fight Tank, right? That's and now look at it from Al Heyman's perspective, right? I just put up a disaster and almost lost the PBC. Because let's not make any mistakes about it. If Tank lost, that means that's the end of the PBC. That's a fact. And yo, Brian Norman was up here chopping up was about it's too much money behind Tank. From my point of view, that's what you mean by that. Because if Tank loses, the PBC is done. That'll be worse than Errol Spence losing to Terrence Crawford.
They
So
looking like they on life support right now, Slim.
so now let's go back to that now, right? Hold on. No, I ain't talking about that. That's Keyshawn brother talking. Man, DB3. I'm only interested in the founder. Yeah. So what was I talking about again? Lamont Roach, right? So you Lamont Roach,
Again,
you Al Heyman, right? What Tank gonna want for this fight? Because he's delaying the Jake Paul bag, right? What's he going? So you Al Heyman. What's Lamont? Now Lamont want more money than he worth, according to Al Heyman. And Tank, it's like wanting the same bag he about to get fighting Jake Paul damn near. Why the fuck would I put this rematch on? So I don't think
Again,
it's gonna happen. My personal
again,
opinion is that shit ain't happening.
Slim. Again, I keep emphasizing this over and over for like 5 to 10 lives. Lamont, stop waiting on Tank, my nigga. Stop waiting on him. I don't know. Maybe you know more than what I do because you got the inside track on the whole situation, right? But this ain't really looking too good, man. August 16th is around the corner. Ain't heard nothing from Tank or the PBC. Don't let your opportunities get by, man. Next thing you know, that shit gets postponed to October. Next thing you know, you got Turkey signing new ambassadors. Man, when Key talked about being an ambassador for Turkey with Andre Ward, man, you saw how he talked about that shit, man. He was cheesing like hell, man.
Yo,
When he
somebody
said
said,
sign, I don't know what he
somebody said,
signed for, but he was cheesing, young.
yo, somebody said Keyshawn up there looking like rich homie Quan.
Oh, Belcar X is Benavidez still with the PBC? Yes. He said he's very loyal to the PBC. He said he don't need to fight over there in Saudi Arabia. I hope that's not a big mistake on his part, man, being this loyal, man, that he gonna miss out on some money. I'm sorry, man. When you got the lottery, the whole lot, you got a lottery system just dropped in front of you, giving out money, man. Just it's only for a limited time. You better get that money while you can, man. But if you want to stay loyal and do that, do you, Slim? Do you? But I'm gonna go get that bag.
Hey yo,
Self-preservation first,
I'm
nigga. I
gonna be
self-preservation.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. Whatever Lamont Roach want to do, that's what he want to do, right? He's not casual friendly. He need to link up and fight people that are, right? Tank Davis is one of those guys, but you got two other guys. You got one other guy, Keyshawn Davis, right? Should get this fight. I personally think there's a casual takeover of boxing, right? And Keyshawn
Yeah.
Davis and the next generation can actually save it. Like the Keyshawn
Yeah.
Davises, the Abdullah Masons, the Cromel Motons. It's gonna be up to these young niggas to save boxing. I'm telling you,
My,
bro. Cause like
my bad.
Tank was,
I ain't mean to laugh, man. Coworker was fucking with me right here.
nah, it's all good, yo. So this nigga Tank, right? Tank is like he's already about to jump the casual train and fight Jake Paul. The casual takeover is happening, right? You got leading YouTubers that are leading campaigns to change the rules. They want to turn boxing into power slap. So it's a casual. So we're gonna need a nigga like Keyshawn to actually bring real boxing back to the forefront.
Hey, you said something right there that's gonna be trending in the next 5 years, man. Real boxing is gonna be dead, and these these celebrity boxers and influencer boxing gonna take over, Slim, because casual's taking over boxing, man.
That's what I'm telling
Casual.
you. So I'm telling you. So all right, let me lay down the blueprint, right? So as y'all know, y'all been hearing it here first. So I already broke down it. Go back to the old videos and check out the Jake and Logan Paul breakdown, right? And the Floyd Pretty Boy the Money blueprint, right? And so right now, it's like it's happening in levels. You got to garner casual because casuals make the money happen. So, and what the casuals want to see right now is celebrity death match. So they're gonna bring back celebrity death match, but with real people. You're gonna see huge fights, MVP on Netflix, right? And mix real boxers in.
Hey, Slim, you crazy? I didn't think. Hey, for the youngest, they got to Google this. MTV Deathmatch. Go back. It's like,
Celebrity,
how old is this shit? About 20 years old, right?
celebrity death match. They're
Oh,
gonna
hell
bring
no, they
that
got to
back
be
with
over
real
20 because
people.
that was back in the 1990s and shit, right? So yeah, you looking like about 30 years. Go to YouTube and Google that joint, right? Celebrity Deathmatch. Because what he's saying is actually coming true, man. You're going to see that. Look at Aaron, prime example. I ain't mean to cut you off, but Aaron the
Aaron the
Plumber.
plumber is training with Mustafa, right? So Aaron the plumber right now, what do you think? What do you think this is happening right now? This man is lining up a bag. He about to line. If he'll cash out with a Jake Paul fight, but he can fight any YouTuber, right? KSI, anybody, right? And then look, Bill Haney ain't no dummy. Bill Haney ain't no dummy, bruh. Look at all this stuff we got. Sean Haney now training in boxing. That shit is not by accident. It's a casual takeover. Bill Haney gonna have one son in real boxing and one son in celebrity deathmatch. And yo, what would you name that nigga?
Nah, he might. Nah, man.
He
I
said,
kind
yo,
of
he
agree
said
with you. Hold up.
the Haney
I
bros, bro.
kind of agree with you, but I think he gonna put. I think he gonna put him in real boxing, Slim. He gonna put. He gonna put him in real boxing. He gonna put him in real boxing. Watch.
That's insane, Brody. That's
Because I'm gonna tell you why. It's harder,
insane
man,
talk.
on that tennis circuit. He would have had to go down to Florida like Venus and Serena. Even though, man, you saw him countless hours in Compton with their daddy. He eventually had to take him down to that tennis center down there in Florida, man, to get that work. So Bill ain't got time for that, man. He got the money train with Devin right now. He like, man, fuck that tennis, man. You come over here to boxing. I'm gonna bring you along, get you some easy hookups, and we're gonna see if we can get a money fight with Turkey, man. My son already got an established relationship with Turkey. Let's see if I can get my other son over here with Turkey, man. Hell, he paid an electrician. Why not Sean?
Hold on, so, man. Okay, so all right, my take, man. That's ridiculous. So, right, but if you are Bill Haney, right, you gotta look at what you really got. Like, what are your assets? You got Devin Haney, undisputed, who got the rep, stamped by the Mayweathers, still making money. Gets lost race, gets lost taken off his record. Nigga out suit, right? You got that. So you got a legit boxing bad guy, right? Right there on the squad doing your thing. Now you got your other son playing tennis. It ain't working out, right? So what happens? He gets attached to that whole controversy with the when he was left there snotty nose. A lot told me he was going to test positive for a drug test. A lot told me I was on the prayer mat, yeah, right? And then he went back and told another story where, yo, it was a dream. I saw it in a dream, right? So
Yeah.
this little youngin is a bad guy, right? You could run this youngin as a celebrity fighter, like, oh, just keep him social media popular. Yeah, you could, man.
He
You
not an
could.
influencer. I don't see. Hey, chat. Let's see. Ask the chat. Could y'all see him in celebrity boxing, man? He'll be in real boxing before he be in celebrity, but he not an influencer or nothing like that. They don't really know him.
Nigga said
He
Sean Hayes
not known.
real boxing. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Nigga, this the world of Aaron the Plumber right now. They want to see Aaron the Plumber looking like Mike Tyson knock somebody out, man. That's what they trying to see. They ain't trying to see no Sean. What's his name? His name's
Yo,
Sean, right?
Yo, for real, you think
Sean
about it
Haney. They
though.
ain't trying to see no Sean
Listen to
Haney.
what I'm saying, man. So look at the assets Bill Haney got, right? You got a bad guy, you got a bad guy fighter in real boxing, right? Real boxing with real accolades. Now you got your son. Tennis ain't working out, right? He's establishing a bad guy legacy already, right? You could even come up with a nickname for this nigga. Like, yo, what would Sean Haney's boxing name be? What? The Liar? Or what would it be? The Dreamer? Oh yeah, the Haney boys, the Dream and the Dreamer,
Hey,
because it came
like
to
you
him in
told.
a dream, right? Allah told me he was going to test positive for a drug test, right? He said that shit on camera. Two different stories, right? So you could run this nigga up as far as celebrity boxing go. Just keep him
Hey,
on
man.
online.
You need to stop talking about Sean Haney, man. The more you talk about him, our ratings are going down. They like, who the fuck is Sean Haney? Stop talking about that nigga, man. He ain't doing shit.
No. Well, they actually went
Don't
up.
nobody care about no Sean Haney, man. He
I'm
ain't
looking
did
at it.
nothing.
I'm looking at it. I watched the shit go up. Yo, so the thing is, like, that's what it is though. So they setting up a casual takeover. Like, you got my man Biz trying to change the rules of boxing. Like he's really like filing petitions and like trying to build up the momentum. But it's brilliant though. It's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. Cause you garner that casual fan base that really wants to like do some crazy shit like that. It ain't gonna happen, but it's just insane. You know what I'm saying? That people really want that. And that proves that legitimizes the casual takeover.
I gotta ask you this, right? For multiple youngins, man, they said they generation gonna be the generation that fight each other, right? I don't heard this for multiple young fighters, man. We the generation that are gonna fight each other. We gonna fight each other.
Uh-huh.
But you hear in the interviews, they not talking about fighting each other. Look, prime example, right? I look at Richardson Hitchison, right? The champion at 140. Okay, I can understand bringing up T.O., right? And I can understand, maybe even Devin. But why aren't you talking about the other champions at the 140?
Who you talking about again at 140?
Gary Antoine Russell.
High knockout rate out the city. My guy. Yeah.
You picked George Kambosos like he a threat.
You talking about
I
Africa,
can't believe
right?
he said that. Yeah.
You talking about Africa, right?
Oh, the same one that was in that interview with Keyshawn said that Andre won. He said Africa don't want no smoke with him, Slim. He said, man, he was all in his grill. He said Africa was just looking for. I was like, God damn, you right. Keyshawn is savage, Slim. They ain't trying to fuck with him.
Yo, check this out though. Your favorite barber says Bill is the villain. If Bill wasn't in the picture, people would probably love Devin. They probably would, but Bill make it fun. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's been a real entertaining ride with the Haney's, man. As far as covering boxing go, entertaining. These motherfuckers keep content pump flowing, man.
Hey, man, I told you, man, he the promoter of the year, in my opinion, man. The things he did that last year, and they still winning, making money. Well,
So
salute,
be on the
salute.
lookout though, man. Be on the lookout. And like casual friendly matches I see possible in the future. I see Tank coming up in a lot of them. Like I see Tank versus Jake Paul. I even see because Manny Pacquiao was calling out Tank. You know, I,
I
I
heard
see
that.
Tank versus Manny
Oh,
Pacquiao. Al Heyman gonna be like, it's time. It's a casual takeover. Either we gonna be real boxers and fight these niggas, or we gonna get this money.
hey, guess who finally made the announcement that he done, man?
Who that? Loma.
Lomachenko.
Loma, I know.
Lomo. So now these youngins can stop saying his name and fight each other, man. All they want to, I want to fight Loma. I want to fight Loma. Man, shut up and fight each other, man.
He the legacy fight. You know what I'm saying? He's on your resume. And Devin went and got Loma on his resume. Saying
That's right.
Tank and Loma ducked each other throughout the years. They ducked each other. Like people like to say one ducked the other, but they both went through a phase of ducking.
So you got a belt out there, man. Got another belt out there at 35.
So and people don't even know what weight class they ducked at, right? Tank ducked at 30. Loma ducked at 35 twice.
Hey, we had a conversation, right, about 2 days ago where we was talking about Keyshawn and Abdullah Mason because Abdullah Mason right now is number 2 in his sanctioning body and pretty much on Keyshawn bumper. And you were saying wait 5 years for that fight. And I told you why I didn't like that. I wanted to see how, like with Sugar Ray when he was 25 and Tommy Hearns was 22. That was at their first fight. Sugar Ray was 25. Thomas Hearns was 22, man. So this fight can happen, man. They did it back in the day. They can do it today, man. I ain't trying to hear that. Oh, we need time for him to wait. No, we need to see that shit now because they ran it back. A couple of years later, they ran it back.
Okay, so it ain't really about that, right? As much as it is about this. Like I remember you saying the other day that the Olympics is trash and all this shit is trash, right? Actually, it's not, man. Like the
Is it
reason,
not trash? Is it not trash? Have we not seen
all right,
some of the
so
worst
check it, right?
decisions in boxing history?
The,
Starting, let's
check this
talk
out.
about it.
So check this out.
Roy Jones Jr.
The reason Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis like elite talents is because they have that amateur background pedigree. They put in work in the Olympics. They've seen many different types of styles. It made them better fighters, right? So Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar
USA
Ray
boxing is political, Slim.
Sugar
USA
Ray
boxing
Leonard,
is political.
why
You
you
gotta
cut me
have that
off?
money.
Why you cut
You
me
gotta
off
have
though?
that
Why you
money.
cut me off though? Why you cut me off though? Sugar Ray Leonard did the same thing. Went to the Olympics, dominated, saw all different types of styles, was refined, right? By the time he came a professional. And you know who followed that path? Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis, right? So now, look at that. When you say they were how old, 25 and 23 or 22,
25, 22.
25 and 22, and then you got Thomas Hearns, right? The young phenom, right? Out the Crunk Gym. under Emmanuel Stewart. Elite jab, lethal right hand, elite boxing skills, right? These are two legit monsters, right? That came into game. So by the time,
No,
by the time
but that
they,
was his
by the
very
time
beginning.
they
You're
were, by
not
the
hearing me.
time
He
they
was
were
22.
those
That was his
ages, right?
beginning,
So by the
man.
time
He
they
was
were
early.
those
That was
ages,
early.
right? So by the time they were those ages, you saying, right? They were seasoned and ready, right? So now, if we talking Keyshawn Davis versus Abdullah Mason, right? Who meets the criteria, right? Of array and a Tommy at that age. It'll have to be the closest one would be Keyshawn Davis, right? Abdullah Mason does not have that amateur pedigree. He has no Olympic experience, right? He's been fighting 126 pounders at 135, right? They've been pulling
Who
niggas up
you
like,
trying to convince
yo,
yourself of
one,
that
one of them
bullshit?
same, one of them same 26 pounders, right? Who moved up to 35 and went to the barbershop and got a shag haircut, came in there and dropped that little nigga twice. Dropped him twice, right? And you telling
What that
me
mean?
he
He
stands
still
a
won the fight.
chance
He still
against
won the fight. What
Keyshawn
that
Davis?
mean? He won the
So
fight.
what you're talking
You ain't
about
saying
is
nothing. You ain't
suicide,
saying
nigga.
nothing.
And comparing that little nigga to Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns is insane. Crazy work.
How? Why?
He doesn't have their pedigree.
We
He
talking
didn't
early
put
in
in
their
that
career.
work.
You acting like I compared them to him. I said at
Yeah.
25,
No.
22, they fought. These two can fight.
All right, what's your
Keyshawn, like
listen to your
you
take.
said it. You the one who said, I'm tired of Keyshawn getting fighters who don't speak no English. Didn't you say that?
Nigga, what the fuck does speaking English got to do with what I just said? Nothing.
Because, nigga, I want to see goddamn Keyshawn and motherfucking Abdullah Mason. He's in the rank number 2. Why not?
I mean,
See
like,
it now. I ain't waiting. I'm tired of waiting 5 years for the bullshit,
hey,
man.
yo, you best you
5 years too fucking long, man.
okay. So basically, what you just said, right? You want to see Keyshawn Davis pull up to Popeyes, right? Grab a 3-piece with the biscuit, sit down and eat, right? And guess what's in the basket? Abdullah Mason, nigga. He food, nigga. If you gonna serve up
That's what you
Abdullah
think.
Mason
That's
to a
what you think.
Keyshawn Davis,
That's gonna be a fight. That's gonna
he
be a fight.
food, nigga. You're
Ain't no damn
destroying that
food,
young man's
Slim.
career before it gets started. Yeah. So what you need to talk about, right? If you're gonna say that, you gotta say Abdullah Mason versus Crumel Moten.
I
Abdullah
just told you.
Mason
I
versus
just told you the
Floyd
name.
Schofield, right? Abdullah
Abdullah
Mason, like
Mason.
yo,
Kamel not
Abdullah
ranked.
Mason need to be looking
Kamel
at
not
niggas
ranked.
like King
Kamel is not
Austin.
ranked, my nigga. Kamel is not ranked, my nigga. Abdullah is. He on Keyshawn Bumper, ranked number 2.
He need to be
So give him
looking
the
at niggas
motherfucking shot.
like
Give him the
Crumel
motherfucking shot.
Moten, right?
He giving De Los
Floyd
Santos a shot. We know
Schofield.
why he giving him a shot. He want people to know he can outperform him better than Shakur.
Oh, Abdullah on the stage right now.
That's right.
What Youngin talking about?
Abdullah Mason, nigga.
Dude, what Youngin talking about? Yeah, Youngin gonna be nasty, right? But see, like, the thing is, people like me are actually saying shit that'll guarantee he becomes like an elite level champion, right? People like
Why? Because
you,
he got knocked down and get back up?
people like you are talking shit that'll get his career derailed, right?
No, it won't, man.
Matchmaking.
That's the
Bob Arum is
problem.
not.
We
There's no
wait for
way
these
in
fights
hell
to
Bob Arum
marinate
will
and
let
never
that fight happen. There's no way in hell Bob Arum will let that fight happen. Both of them are signed to Arum. Arum ain't dumb. Arum a lot of things, but he not a dumb motherfucker. And that only a dumb
Hey,
motherfucker
let me
will
tell
put
you.
them two youngers up together right now, right? Because you're gonna build up one and destroy the other. When you got two fighters here. You put them on the same card like they doing right now and let them build up their resume, their notoriety, right? And get this bag for everybody. You do not put them against each other, especially right now. Bob Arum wouldn't put them together for at least 5 years.
Hey, I'm going to say this. You're 100% right. Bob Arum would not let this fight happen. But I'm going to say this. Now that Loma gave up that belt, guess who about to go grab that belt? Abdullah Mason. Top Rank going to make sure to keep that belt over there on that side. Abdullah Mason about to get a belt, Slim. I'm trying to tell you.
So who we gonna fight to get the belt, right? That's the real question.
He going to get that belt.
I'd like to see him fight Floyd Schofield for that belt. Now that's a fight. That's a fight.
Schofield don't want no
So
parts
no.
of him. I don't even know why you bring Floyd
That's the
Schofield. He don't want no
closest
parts of him.
comparison, right, to what you said, right? The closest.
No, he
No,
don't.
because you tried to
Motherfucker,
say,
he got scared. Ain't want to fight
you
Shakur, man.
tried
I
to
ain't trying to
say,
hear
no,
no
listen what
compare
I'm
no
telling you though.
goddamn Abdullah Mason
You're
to
not
no
hearing what I'm telling you though, right?
damn Schofield, man.
You
What is
tried
that?
to
This
say
disrespectful as
Tommy
shit.
Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard, right? What's the thing there? They were as far as talent goes, they were contemporaries. That was a 50-50 fight, right? You know what I'm saying? A legit 50-50 fight. That's what that was, right? If it was Keyshawn and Abdullah Mason, it's not a 50-50 fight. This would be
Nigga, do
Keyshawn.
you realize Sugar
This
Ray
would
was
be
a
Abdullah
goddamn
Mason,
Olympian?
right?
That was no fucking
This would be
50-50 fight.
Abdullah
Go
Mason, right?
back to the
Yeah.
fucking past,
So
my
now,
nigga.
so
You
right.
wrong as
So
shit
now, so
on
check
that.
this out, right?
That was
So
not a
now,
50-50
if you
fight
say
when he
Floyd
fought
Schofield,
22
what's
year
gonna
old
happen? It's back to
Thomas
being a
Hearns, man. He did not
50-50 fight.
know, man.
It's
No, man,
back
that
to
was not
being
a
a
50-50
50-50
fight.
fight.
Go back,
Matchmaking, my
go
nigga.
back and Google that shit or go back
Matchmaking,
to
my
YouTube.
nigga.
That was not a 50-50 fight.
Hey,
Sugar
yo,
Ray was a gold
we can
medal
sing
Olympian,
together,
man.
right? We can sing at the same
Thomas
time,
Hearns was only
but we can't
22,
talk
man.
at the same time. So, like,
But I'm trying
what's
to
your point,
explain.
man? What's your point? Like, I'm making a legit point, and you can't make a
I
point,
just
right?
made a
So the
legit
only
point.
thing you can do is try to interrupt what I'm saying because you
Go
have
ahead.
no
Go
point.
ahead.
You know what you're saying is crazy work, right? And you can't defend it. So you go
The
another route.
chat believe me.
These
Chat
are
believe
debate
me.
tactics, right? These are
Hey,
debate
y'all in the
tactics. So
chat,
I get
why
what
don't
you're
y'all go
doing.
Google Sugar Ray
Tell
and
me,
Thomas Hearns,
what
right?
he say?
And then come back to the chat and tell me about that first fight and their age.
You
I'm
see this
shutting
shit?
all this down. I'm shutting this down.
Keyshawn just told Abdullah Mason, me and you fight next. Whoa!
Hell yeah.
Keyshawn just told
Hell yeah,
Abdullah
Slim.
Mason, me and
Yeah,
you fight
yeah,
next.
yeah.
You see this shit? Oh, tell.
You gonna get them hurt, Bob. You gonna get them hurt. We're matchmaking up here, so
You gonna get him hurt,
Yeah,
Bob?
man, that's what I'm talking about, Slim. Now we got something a dog who want to
Hey,
talk
yo,
back.
y'all watching the press conference?
That's
Keyshawn
what I'm
Davis
talking
right
about.
now. Like he going at Abdullah.
I'm right.
Well, y'all both have business to take care of first on Saturday. Easy work. Before you guys
Told you, man, I do the dog, man.
Anything else that you'd like to say, Abdullah? I'm coming to do my thing and steal the show, like I always be doing. You typically do. I would agree with that.
Young nigga, you fool, man. Bob Arum ain't gonna make that happen.
I mean, that was a little shy. He did have a hell of a fight last time he was here.
Hey, I got him again, chat.
I'm far from that.
Yeah. Got him again, Slim. I'm killing your ass this week, Slim.
All right, well, we're gonna get to.
Hold on, time out. So you, but they selling the fight right now. Bob Arum ain't gonna let that shit happen.
Hey, man, put enough. Again, I already told you, you're right. Again, he gonna go get that belt that Loma gave up. Then he gonna start getting to that point where he gonna start putting the stuff together. But until then, they're gonna keep growing them, like you said. Bob is not gonna let that happen. You are right. But me as a fan, I want to see it, and I'm gonna keep talking about that shit too. Hopefully they fight. Like how me and you agitate Shakur and keep the fight. Nigga mad at me about that shit. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this shit going.
But that's actually a good fight, though. See, that's more like what you were saying, right? See, I like that analogy, but you applied it to the wrong matchup, right? So that analogy applies to Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson, right? Tank Davis and Keyshawn Davis. Tank Davis.
What analogy?
You said Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns.
Nah, that's not the same analogy, man.
Yeah, as far as close to the age, young, right? All right, Tank 30 now. We can leave Tank out. But Shakur and Key both still in their 20s, right? Abdullah Mason also, right? He's not on their level because he doesn't have their pedigree or experience on the amateur level.
You're not hearing me. If you want to compare the two fighters, Keyshawn and Sugar Ray, I'm talking about as far as we're talking about Olympic experience accolades against someone who was not in the Olympics. Thomas the Hitman Hearns, right?
Abdullah
the same
Mason
as
is no
Abdullah Mason, who are both
Hearns,
22 years old, man.
No, finish your
Go
take.
look it up. Go look it up. You're not looking it up, Slim. You're just talking without looking up the facts. That's why I wanted the chat to go look it up. That's why I looked up their ages to let the people know, man. I be doing my research on this shit, man. I got you.
No. I'm telling you, the age is the thing you're stuck on, right? But what I'm telling you is Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns was a legit 50-50 fight.
No, it wasn't. Sugar Ray was the heavy favorite, my nigga.
No, he wasn't, man.
Go back.
That was a legit 50-50 fight.
Go back and
That was a
look at
legit
all the
50-50
press leading up to
fight.
that.
Even when it
Yeah, I'm
went
gonna let
down
you apologize.
inside
Now
the
I'm gonna
ring, bro.
let you apologize on the next
Yo,
live, man. You
that
gotta
was
go
a
look at
legit
it.
50-50 fight. Sugar
No,
Ray
it
was the
wasn't.
most popular, right? But Thomas the Hitman Hearns, what was like a
Thomas
monster.
the Hitman Hearns came up the hard way, man.
Man, you're making up shit, bro. You're making up
Go
shit.
look it up.
Thomas the Hitman Hearns didn't have the Olympic pedigree, but he was known for fucking niggas up. And they wasn't pulling up little itty bitty niggas to make him look good. He wasn't getting dropped, right, by a nigga that's a featherweight with a shag haircut, right? That shit wasn't happening to Tommy Hearns, nigga. Tommy Hearns had a legit deadly jab, right? And a fucking right hand that was decapitating niggas. And you try and compare Abdullah Mason
Sound like
to that nigga?
Abdullah to me.
The
That sound
fuck
like
out of
Abdullah to
here,
me.
man.
That sound like Abdullah to me. Nigga, you just did 3 highlights of what he just did.
How does that sound like Abdullah Mason?
That sound like Abdullah, nigga.
Yeah, he was in the analogy. He was the dude that got dropped by an itty bitty nigga with a shag haircut, right?
I
That
mean, you
shit wasn't
keep bringing
happening to
that up.
Tommy
That don't
Hearns.
mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
Look and see what happened to Roberto Duran when he fought Tommy Hearns. Roberto Duran, a legit killer, right? A straight up killer. Look what Tommy Hearns did to Roberto Duran, my nigga. And that's all I got to say on that. And you can't compare. Abdullah ain't there yet. He could get there. He could get there if he followed Bob's strategy. Bob ain't dumb enough to feed that nigga to Keyshawn Davis.
You
But
saying
that
something
would
I
be a
already
great
agree with.
fight.
I already
So what you
said
telling me
that. I
right
said
here
he
then,
about to
right?
go snatch Loma belt. Remember I said this. He gonna go snatch Loma
that's
belt.
all good. That's all good. But what I'm telling you is, right, do you think Abdullah Mason, Floyd Schofield is more of a 50-50 fight than Abdullah Mason and Keyshawn?
I got Abdullah mopping Floyd Schofield. Mopping him.
That ain't what I asked, though.
Easy work.
Oh, damn. Okay, so it's easy work. All right.
Easy work. Easy work, Slim. Easy work.
And why are you afraid of Cremel Moton?
Why afraid? Slim, I'm not talking about Camille. I fucks with Young and got 2 of his trading cards, but he ain't ready. He ain't ranked nowhere.
I believe he beats Abdullah Mason.
He's on the tank plan. Knock as many people as you out, build your profile.
My casual opinion, Cremel Moton got more skills than Abdullah Mason right now, right? With less fights. My casual opinion, Cremel Moton could beat Abdullah Mason.
That's your opinion.
Hold on.
But it's still more challenging
this
to
nigga
defend.
Keyshawn talking about,
now you've got a target on your back and everybody's gunning for your strap. How have you elevated your game in this training?
Yeah, but yo, I ain't gonna lie, I would love to see that fight. I would love to see him fight Abdullah Mason. But my thing is, I want to see Abdullah Mason grow into the superstar they're setting him up to be. And once he fights Keyshawn Davis, that's over. It's a wrap.
No, it ain't, man.
Pack that up. You put that nigga in the ring with Keyshawn Davis right now. All that money you just invested in this youngin' is over. Done. You put him in there next year, same thing. You put him in there in 2027, exact same thing.
All these youngins don't been in the ring, man. They very familiar with
It's only a good fight at 47.
It's undeniable.
It's only a good fight at 47.
35 years old like Spinks and Crawford off this motherfucker. Fuck that shit, man. I want to see them fight when they're young in their prime, man.
No, what I'm telling you though.
That's me.
No, but you don't even know why I'm saying it's only a good fight at 47.
Honestly, our coaches was telling us like they didn't never see it.
Because it's a more even fight for Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason has a better chance.
I don't care about no better chance, no chance, none of that. I just want to see the fight. I don't care about no chances, none of that shit.
I'm looking at it how like you should look at it, right? At 47, both of these dudes in their grown man strength, right? It ain't gonna be no excuses. We're gonna get the best fight when they at 47.
I mean, that's your opinion.
Boxing
hey,
with
with
2
say
DB3 versus the Mason brothers.
The Mason brothers. I like that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
I ain't gonna lie. I just called him one day. I was in my garage just doing stuff. And I'm about to call Floyd, see him.
Oh man, yo, yeah, Key got knocked this nigga out, man. Yo, Lord Quincy saying Abdullah ain't ready for that. Yeah, that's right. He ain't ready for that smoke Key gonna bring, man.
Okay. I mean, I hear everything y'all saying. I still want to see it.
Yo,
All
Quincy
that,
on
he
point.
ain't ready. I don't want to hear all that shit, man. That's the problem with this generation, nigga. I want to see it. I want to see it. I don't give a fuck what y'all think.
Melcar X is like Key has more Olympic experience and pro experience. Abdullah needs more time. That's right. He needs more time in the oven, man. That's right. Hearns was a physical specimen with a great trainer. That's right. Had pro experience. Yo, salute to Melcar X, man. Man, you getting ate up out here, man, in the chat and everywhere with that crazy
getting ate up.
take, bro.
Just because you want to be part of the protection plan, want to make sure these fighters wait 5 to 7 years. Nah, nigga, I want to see the youngest fight now. That's what Key told me. He said that they're the generation that's going to fight each other. Now, wait.
Oh, no, but
I need to pull that interview up. Because now, is that real? Because now he just called out Abdullah Mason. Sound like he about that action, for real.
I mean, that's what it sounds like, right? But if you look at it intelligently, right? Like say you looking at it like an odds maker or a matchmaker, right? That's the best thing for Keyshawn to do. Like, let me flip it, right? The dude that Keyshawn is going to model his career behind, Tank Davis. If Tank Davis wanted to stay in boxing, the best thing for him to do is say, okay, I'll fight all y'all niggas at 35. Because what's going to happen? He's going to stop all their careers in their tracks. His biggest, Keyshawn Davis, right? Could potentially get that shit halted in his tracks if he fought Tank Davis today. It'll be a good fight. It'll be a damn good fight. But I'm saying he has the potential to end that shit, right? So if Tank really wanted to go that route, he would go like eat the Cubs first, right? He'd go in there and eat Abdullah Mason. Food, right? Then he'd go in there and say, what's up with Floyd Schofield? Food, right? And people would pay to see these fights because it's the Tank fight. And these youngest got the hype train, right? Then he would turn his attention to Shakur. He got what it takes to beat Shakur or Keyshawn. So it's a win-win for this nigga, man.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, Tank Maniacs.
So my
stuff,
point, that's not the point.
That's
not the point, though. The point is this. The point is this, though. You missed the point, though, my nigga. Because the point is, it benefits Keyshawn to call out Abdullah Mason now. Because it's food. It's an easy fight. Easy work, man.
Okay. Again, I want to see it. Nobody has pressed him at none of the press
That's
conferences.
right, because you don't care about Abdullah Mason.
He's been very confident, like, I'm going to smash everybody. I need to see another dog in your face, man. You don't know until you got another dog in your face and you like, oh, yeah, I'm about to be in it for a real-ass fight, man.
So I called him.
Yeah, that should sound good on paper, but in actuality, as a matchmaker, if you throw a young talent like Abdullah Mason in there with a seasoned pro like Keyshawn Davis, you pretty much like throwing away your investment.
Okay.
You're throwing away your investment.
Again, you think I care about that? I don't. I just want to see the best.
I know you don't care about Abdullah Mason, bro. You don't want to see.
No, you saying I care about
it's a
seeing
process.
the fight.
It's a process.
They want to fight. I want to see the fight.
No,
they want to fight.
Right?
I want to see the fight.
I hear what you're saying, right? But it's a process to cooking a fight and building a fighter. You want to see the fight.
But again,
you want to see the fight for a reason.
Food been getting burnt. In boxing, food get burnt.
Now, you don't hear what I'm saying. You want to see the fight for a reason.
In boxing,
you want to see the fight.
You can't tell me a fight that we had, man.
And you don't even know why you want to see the fight. You want to see the fight because they built up these fighters. That's why you want to see the fight, right?
No, I don't. I want to see the fight to see, man. I want to see a live dog with another live dog. It's too many mismatches, man. There's a bunch of mismatches, man, for real. We know who's gonna fucking win the fight.
That's what I just said. Oh, Mike Vick up in the joint.
That's why 35 is trash.
Yo, they
man.
got Mike Vick up in the house, baby. Mike Vick in the house,
35
baby.
Is trash.
Yo, salute to Mike Vick, baby.
And of course, the rest of our family's here, man. So, family first, of course. So just seeing my family sit right there, just being there, supporting us to this day, man. That's what really means a lot to DB3.
Yo, Mike Vick pulled up, man.
From the whole town, selling out this arena and coming out here and doing it again. It's amazing for sure. Second question.
Mark Davis, Channel 3 here in North.
I should have went to that joint, man, but I had something to do this weekend. I gotta make money, man. I ain't got time for that no more. If it ain't making money, it don't make sense to me. I ain't got time to just sit there to fight for no reason if I ain't making money.
Been different at all, better, or are you used to it? I imagine it never gets old, but how is fight week number 2 different than fight week number 1 here at home?
Fight week number 2, I feel like the main thing that is different is I got a lot more doubters.
Yo, Quincy saying
Salute Melcott. Exam only care about the fights. Hell yeah, that's it.
He's gonna win.
I want to see the fight.
Yo, you see what Quincy say? Abdullah can't beat Raymond Matula yet.
Even put up a fight.
That's who's the mandatory too for the belt. So you saying like he's saying that's a good fight. Abdullah Mason
I'll
against
take that
Matula.
fight. I'll take that with Abdullah and Raymond Matula. I'll take that too.
That's a better fight than for him than Keyshawn Davis.
I can say that's the only thing that they did.
Keyshawn Davis is a suicide mission. With a dude,
That's just
with a
according to
dude
you.
who we have already
According to you.
established, right? With a dude we have already established is a trained assassin, right? With crash out mentality inside of him. That's a bad fight for Abdullah Mason. All bad. Right now, it's a better fight at a heavier weight.
For adding to the lively atmosphere.
Yo, that was a good press conference. I recorded the whole thing. I'm gonna chop that shit up. Yeah. Yo, he caught. They sitting right next to each other, man. He called Youngin out. That shit was lit.
That's what I like to see, man. They said that the generation about that action, but then be about the goddamn action. Don't talk about it, be about it. And I'm glad he called them out. That's what we need to fucking see.
Yeah. His dad, yo, Abdullah Mason dad know better than that. And so does Bob Arum.
See, I'm an old head, man. I ain't come up under this participation award shit where everybody get a goddamn trophy. We came up under the generation. If your ass didn't win, nigga, you ain't getting no trophy. Ain't no participation trophy. Only person that got a trophy was the winner. Man, this generation, man, I done been to games, everybody getting motherfucking trophies, man. I'm like, what the fuck? Shit don't make no sense to me, man.
They just had to fight. Yo, this dude don't look small though. I want to see this fight. He fighting Nakatali, man. These niggas looking eye to eye.
That's what I'm talking about. I want to see a live dog, nigga. Not nobody looking all down and scared like, oh Lord, he about to beat my ass. Nah,
No. What I'm saying, as far as physical stature, right? Abdullah Mason fights little itty bitty Mexicans. That's who he fights. People that he fights featherweights, right? Who got pulled up for one night to 35.
I mean, you keep saying that.
Fight him and get knocked out.
Talk to me after this fight.
That's what I'm saying. This is the first time I seen him looking eye to eye with an opponent, like physically looking eye to eye with him.
Okay, again, talk to me after this fight, Slim. Talk to me after this.
Yo, Key gonna knock this nigga out, bro. I'm looking at it. He cold with it. He cold. He gonna knock this. Ooh. What? Yo, I can't. Oh, I can't wait to see this fight, bro. I can't wait to see this fight, bro. Oh, Key gonna fuck this nigga
What they
up,
doing?
Bro.
What they doing?
Oh, you in his hometown too? Oh, Edwin ain't no bitch. Oh, this gonna be a good fight, bro.
That's all I've been talking about, y'all. I just want to see a live dog against another live dog. Not that live dog against a pup bullshit that we be always seeing, man. Live dog against live dog, how we saw it with Tank and Lamont. I told everybody that's a live dog. I know Lamont. And what happened? He should have won that shit for real.
Oh, yo.
It's a difference when you in there with another live dog, man. That lets you know where your heart at.
Oh, them niggas was going at it on the stage, bruh. Niggas was going at it on the stage, man. You know what I'm saying? Just a little show. They put on a little show at the face off. That shit was lit. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see this fight, bruh. I can't wait to see this fight. See, you want to see Keyshawn Davis fight, bruh. So that's what I'm saying. This nigga right here could save boxing if he keeps knocking niggas out.
Hey man, my dog Brian Norman Jr. touchdown in Japan last night.
Yo, salute to Brian Norman Jr., man. Yo, man.
I'm gonna try to see. I'm gonna try to see if I can get him, big dog, just to find out, how he getting acclimated to everything over there in Japan, man.
So you think he got to knock Slim out to win?
Oh, he said he gonna knock Slim out. He fight Juneteenth, man.
Do you think he gotta knock Slim out to win? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, he gonna knock Slim out.
No. Do he gotta knock Slim out to win?
Yes, he gotta knock Slim out to win, man. Going to Japan, yes.
Okay.
Yes, he's gonna knock his ass out, man. For our people.
Boom.
Juneteenth, nigga. He already said he's gonna knock him out.
Yeah. I want to see Brian Norman handle that business, man.
And then after that, man, hopefully we'll have the talks, man, with Brian Norman and Boots.
Hey, yo.
Boots already said, I'm going to say this one more time, man. All the times I've been talking to Boots, that's all he talk about. Unified and then undisputed at 47, man. So he ain't wavered off that, man. So again, I don't see no ducks from nobody. He just waiting on that next.
Yeah. Your favorite barber says he'd rather see Lamont fight Keyshawn.
Hell, I would like to see that too. I told Lamont to go holler at Turkey, man. You waiting on Tank, man. This joint might get pushed back and everything, man. I predict they ain't fighting August 16th, man. That shit getting pushed back.
No, nigga.
I don't see the funds being there. The funds not there, man.
Nigga, I predicted that shit, man. I predicted that shit. I told you the fight ain't happening. I'm all on the track line. I still believe that shit. I don't see any.
Yeah, you were saying that then, but I'm
in this
saying
fight.
now. But what I've been saying, if Tank ain't said it, PBC ain't said it, and I'm just looking at a pattern, that shit gonna get pushed back.
If Tank ain't said it, it's because he hasn't gotten the upfront money. You got to give money up front and then money on the back, right? You got to put money in escrow, right? So
why do you think it's just Tank? It could be Lamont saying, "Hey man, pony up more money."
So if Tank's
that could
money
be Lamont too
escrow,
saying, "Pony up more money."
So if Tank's money ain't in escrow, he ain't gonna say shit about if fights happening. And I don't fault him for that. I don't fault him for that.
No, man. That fight don't look like it's on and popping right now.
Yeah, yo.
They training. I mean, I see Lamont training.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I'm interested in it because of the Tank fight, right? But yo, I want to see the Keyshawn Davis fight too, man. I want to see him fight Edwin. I'm curious about this. I want to see how he handles Edwin De Los Santos. Because I got him putting Edwin on his back, man.
I want to read Lord Quincy. He said, I don't see Boots being undisputed. Because imagine how much Barrios would want after beating Manning for his WB. Man, 50-year-old man. Yeah, he going to still want some money. You right. You right, Lord Quincy. He going to want some money. He beat Manny Pacquiao. You are 100% right. Damn, Boots. Man, he in a bad situation, man. I don't know if that's something he need to be doing, man, trying to pursue this undisputed, man. Might have to go to 54 and start working there.
Hey, yo, Hood Rich. Yeah, we saw that. I saw that, man. Keyshawn got into it with Mason. I was telling him. I was watching it right here. Yo, that was lit.
I told you that's what I want to see. I told y'all that.
Yeah, because right now it's easy work for Keyshawn. It's smart for him to go ahead and like mop
so
Mason right now.
You say it's easy work. You say it's easy work. I don't see no fucking easy work.
All right. Yo, you never did give me this, man. Give me a skills breakdown of Abdullah Mason. Because I can tell you what I see. You want me to go first?
Jab, power, got the speed.
That's what you're going with?
Jab, power, speed. That's all. That's right there. Based on the fights I saw, jab, power, speed. I'm basing on the opponents that I saw.
All right, so this is what I saw, right? I looked at his feet, his footwork, right? His feet. It's really not like elite level. He only really goes in one direction. He's uncomfortable going backwards. You feel what I'm saying? I noticed that about him. He puts himself out there a lot, man. He swings for the fences. Like, he doesn't set a lot of stuff up. He just go in like head first and just start swinging for the fences. It's kind of, I mean, he's sharp with the hooks and all that. It looks good. It looks good, right? And that's what I'm saying. I don't see the spectacular jab y'all talking about either. I see a thick jab there.
But see, I told you why he swings for the fences, man.
Hey man, you had your chance. You had your chance to do a skills breakdown, and you didn't. You said three words, bro. So you had your chance. It's my turn, right?
The jab.
It's like you had your chance to do a skills assessment, right? And basically what you told me is that you don't see nothing there because you said 3 words.
I just told you the 3 things. Jab, power, speed.
So what do you say?
Has he not run over?
So what do you
has
say
he
about
not
the
run
footwork?
over people with the jab, the power, and the speed?
So what do you say about the footwork?
I mean, what else you want me to say? Youngin on it's fighting 4 or 6 rounders, man. What the hell you want me to say?
What kind of skills assessment is that, man?
I mean, what kind of analysis you want me to do against the motherfuckers that you know he gonna whoop ass
No,
on,
check
man?
this out. What do you say
I'm
about
just saying,
what kind of
about
analysis
the footwork? You want me to say, man?
No, what are you saying about the footwork? What do you say about my analysis of the footwork?
He going 100 miles forward. There ain't no footwork. He ain't moving around, dancing. Nigga, he going smash the gas forward.
That's right.
And the reason he doing that because he know he can do it against that opponent. Until he get more elite fighters,
No,
man, we'll
time
see
out.
more skill set.
Time out.
Until then,
So, so,
he
so all
mashing
you
the gas.
doing right
I mean,
now,
what
right?
the fuck you
So all you
want me to
doing right
say,
now
man?
is just shouting out, right? And it's obvious, right? And you're saying it by not saying it, right? So you agree with me. His footwork is like it's not elite footwork, bro. He's uncomfortable going backwards. He's uncomfortable going backwards.
Are you not fucking hearing me? When do he go backwards? He go forward.
He's uncomfortable
He's
going.
smashing the
He,
fucking
he
gas
went
going
backwards.
forward.
No, I'm gonna tell you when he went backwards. When dude with the shag knocked him backwards. When dude with the shag knocked him
He
backwards.
wasn't going backwards.
Yo, he was going backwards. He was going backwards when he got dropped, right?
He go 100
Yo,
miles
that
forward.
no. Dude with the shag stepped into his chest. The boy to fight tried to push him on his back foot because he saw what I saw. Little youngin is uncomfortable going backwards, right? And why? Because
Did he not finish
and
it?
why? Because
He
he
finished.
does not
I
have the
mean, what's the
footwork
point?
and he does not
Bringing
have
up
the
Shaq like
elite
he
jab.
won, man. He
You
beat
claim
the nigga.
he
He
had.
beat that nigga. What is you talking
No,
about?
finish your tape. You had your chance to
He
do
beat
your
the
tape.
nigga. There ain't no
Okay.
take to that.
Give
He
me a
beat
skills
him.
assessment now. Now give me a skills assessment.
This nigga talking about skills assessment with fighters that know motherfucking going 100 miles an hour, knocking them out. That's it. It ain't no skills to that, man. They just going forward, mashing the gas. This is what they do early. I mean, what else you want me to say?
Now give me a skills assessment of Keyshawn Davis.
Let's talk about Key.
No, I said give me a skills
Key.
assessment of Keyshawn Davis.
Can you give me a second to think about it? I ain't sit there to be analyzing, thinking. Let me think about his fights.
You want me to go first?
Go ahead, go first. Since you be analyzing, motherfucker, I didn't sit down and watch his fights.
So we looking at Key, right? We looking at somebody who's a boxer puncher, right? He already has, because of his Olympic experience, elite footwork, right? He's able to go in and out and lateral in smooth movements, in a flow. He's relaxed when he's fighting, right? He can size you up. He can choose how he wants to beat you, right? Because he really does have a jab, right? He really is a counter puncher. He's not just coming in swinging for the fences. But guess what? He can do that, and he has that in him. It's levels to this shit. Keyshawn Davis is levels above Abdullah Mason, my nigga. And you just said it. Now, please, I want to hear your skills assessment of Keyshawn. I ain't even get into head movement, right? Defensive
I ain't gonna give you a skill
responsibility,
assessment
right?
today until I go back and look at it. I'll give it to you tomorrow, though.
Defensive
I give you a proper
responsibility,
one tomorrow.
right? Now,
See, I know Abdullah's, man, because I've seen all his fights early. I've seen it.
That's right. So you agree with me, right? So you agree with me then, right?
Of what?
It's levels to this shit. And Keyshawn is levels above this man in skills, bruh.
I'm not gonna say that.
You just said it, though. Without
No, I
saying it.
didn't. No, I didn't.
I said, describe Abdullah Mason. You gave me 3 words, right? I said,
Based on the
describe
fights he
Keyshawn
had
Davis.
now. Based on the fights. You want me to analyze based on what
Yes,
I
we can
saw.
only
This is what I saw.
analyze based on the
Jab,
fight.
speed, pound.
We can only analyze based on the fights, man. Like check out Mel X. He gives a good one of Floyd, right? He said, Floyd against low-level ops always looked well-rounded, right? It's like same with Tank. Yeah, look at Maddie. Keyshawn got hella experience, bruh.
Yeah, he doing the rounds. He got more rounds. He
It's
definitely 10
levels
rounds,
to the
12
shit,
rounds.
man.
Abdullah's not at that level yet. He had 6 rounds.
Yes. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's all I wanted you to say. He's not at that level, bro. It's levels to this shit. And
Yeah,
young
he's
is
not at the
not
10
at
rounds.
that man's level.
He's not there yet.
That's
But I
right.
still want to see the fight. You act like I still don't want to fucking see the fight. I still want to fucking see the fight.
So all right. I got nothing else to say. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
I
care
like to watch people get beat up. I like to watch people get beat up. I want to see the fight. But then I wouldn't be thinking about Abdullah Mason.
So you said,
I
hey,
wouldn't
let me
be
ask you
thinking
this.
about Abdullah Mason's career and legacy, throwing him
So
in
you
there,
saying Abdullah get
throwing him in a
like
fight
how
he's not
Berinacek
ready
got beat?
for.
Do you feel
Throwing him in a fight
Abdullah would have
he's
got
not
beat
ready
how
for.
Berinacek got beat? I'm asking you. Do you think he would have got beat how Berinacek got beat?
Bro,
Hell no. Hell no. That's what you have
Check
to
would
say.
beat
Hell
Abdullah
no, nigga.
Mason.
Hell no.
Check would beat Abdullah Mason.
Bullshit.
He would outbox him. Yeah,
He
he
would
would.
wash him, man. He would wash his ass, man. For
Check
real.
would beat Abdullah Mason.
I'll bet if they ever fight, I'll bet that.
He would outbox him. Check got more skills than him, man. Check is not going to allow Abdullah Mason to come directly at him and buzzsaw through him.
He'll buzzsaw
him. And why? Because Check has that Olympic experience.
He'll buzzsaw him.
He has that amateur experience. He has more rounds. He's become a champion, right? So, like Check would beat Abdullah Mason, bro. In my opinion, that's more of a 50-50 fight than him against Keyshawn.
Yeah, y'all just want to keep seeing the same old bullshit. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's right.
I want to see it.
Melcar X, yeah, he want to burn the roof of his mouth and shit. He the type that want to eat the cake while it's still cooking, man. Yeah, like
whatever y'all say,
and get this young man's career derailed before they even got to where he's nowhere.
Y'all sound like the protection plan fans. I'm gonna call y'all protection plan fans, man.
What are you talking?
God damn, can we get some good ass fights, man? Shit.
So okay,
y'all just want to see washes. Y'all want to see a wash, man. Come on, man.
I got you. Yo. But do you know, like, so I'm not saying it's directly like this, but that mentality, it comes from the buck fighting days, from the days of Django, right? You just grab a nigga, that nigga looks strong, right? Y'all go on in there and fight, niggas, right? Tear his eyes out, right? And if you lose, throw the hammer to the winner, man. Put him out his misery, boy. You know, that's niggas. That's that mentality. Is let's throw this young man to the wolves, right? Let's not keep building him up, right?
Nigga, you act like he a slave. He chose that profession. If he chose that profession, then nigga, I want to see the fight.
No, I didn't say he was a slave. That's why I said
you want me to say?
Like
these are not slaves. You talking about slaves and bucks, nigga? These are high-paid professional.
That's where that mentality
that I want to see fight. These are high-paid professional athletes making millions of dollars. Nigga, I want to see the fight.
No, that's what I'm telling you though. But that's where that mentality comes from, right? This is the appropriate place for that mentality because this is casual boxing talk, right? Casual boxing, man. Yo, this is so what you're saying is not out of place in this room, right? Because this is casual boxing talk. And what you're saying is very casual. It's extremely casual. It's not like people that know boxing know. People that know boxing and fuck with Abdullah Mason see this young man's potential and would be mad if you threw him in a fight he's not ready for.
Who you want to see Keyshawn fight next?
We just want to see Keyshawn fight.
No, who you want to see Keyshawn fight? No, you said I just want Keyshawn fight. Anybody? That's some bullshit.
The people,
he ain't on tank level yet, nigga. He ain't on tank level.
Not yet, right? But this is how you know he can get there. Because the people who've seen him fight just want to see him fight again. No matter who the fuck he fights. That's how it was with Tank.
Who are you talking about?
Keyshawn.
He ain't pay-per-view now. You're not talking pay-per-view now. So what are you talking about? The Scope Arena? That's his hometown, Norfolk. I asked you the question the other day.
Nigga,
when are they going to take him out of Norfolk to see if he sells outside of Norfolk like they did with Tank? I'm just asking.
I clearly said the people who have seen him fight want to see him fight again. Of course he's not on the level of Tank. Floyd Mayweather is not carrying this nigga everywhere with him. Saying, is this the future, the face of boxing? Abso-fucking-lutely, right? He's not getting these stamps. He putting in work, nigga. And and this is how Tank started. He's starting how Tank started, selling out his hometown consistently, because the people who've seen him fight want to see him fight again, right? Who can't do that? His homie, Shakur Stevenson. People seen Shakur Stevenson fight and don't really care when he fights again, right? Who doesn't do that? Tank Davis. Even in that crazy ass debacle with Lamont Roach, people still want to see Tank fight again, no matter who the fuck you put in front of him. So when you're talking Keyshawn, to me, somebody who's seen him fight, that's where I'm at with it. That's my answer. I just want to see him fight again, bro.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's not the case with everybody, man. That's a fact,
My
bro.
bad. My bad, man. Got down trying to reach for my charger because I'm at 10%. I ain't trying to mess up like last time, be cutting out on everybody. All right, hold on, man. Put this charge on, man.
Yo, Maddie saying he want to see Key fight Matias. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Key go to 140, man, and taking the pressure off of Shakur. I wouldn't mind because I know
So
it
y'all
would
ready
still
for
be good
y'all
fights there.
y'all ready for Key to go to 140 now, huh?
No, I'm saying I want to see him fight Shakur because I know that's the fight that'll kill Shakur, right? But I'm saying Key could do this, right? This is how you know he'll beat Shakur. Key can go to 40 and still be a threat. Like I got Key over Matias. I got that being one hell of a fight. That'll be a fire fight. And that'll be a firefight because this is why Keyshawn is levels over Abdullah Mason, right?
Hold up. You said between Keyshawn and Matias, you got who?
Oh, I got Keyshawn. Yo, but the thing is, what I'm telling you, right, is it would be a firefight. And the only reason it would be a firefight because Key could actually get into a firefight with him and make adjustments if the firefight isn't going his way, right? And still win the fight. Abdullah Mason can't do shit like that. Yet.
Keyshawn not doing that to Matias, dog. If they fight, I got Matias in that. Right
Matias,
now, you talking right now, I got Matias. I got
Matias gets
Matias right now.
outboxed, man.
They fight right now, next or whatever. I got Matias.
Why would you take Matias?
I just feel, man, he got the power, man.
So what happened? What happened to him against the Spaniard dude? What was his
Got
name?
out box.
Puyo?
Got out box.
Thank you. I forgot the dude before that because he got 2 L's. He gets outboxed. You can outbox Matias.
Okay, again, you ain't gonna convince me. I said shit. I got Matias. I got
I'm just
Matias.
saying. So Paro, that's it, Matty. Paro. So if Keyshawn fought Twan at 40, who you got?
Twan.
You got Twan. So you don't think who could Keyshawn beat at 40?
Tio.
Tio the only name at 40 he can beat.
Richardson Hitchison.
So the only names at 40 Keyshawn can beat is Richardson, Hitchison, and Tio.
I gave you 2 champions. What else you want me to give you?
No, I'm like stamping what you said.
I'm going among the champions. I don't think. I said he'll get Tio. And what was the other one I said he'll get?
That's right.
What was the other one?
I'll give you a hint. He used to fight on the radio. Who am I talking about? Which professional boxer used to fight on the radio?
I don't even know.
Mm-hmm. All right. But the point is, the nigga's forgettable. The nigga's totally forgettable. He's not a star.
Oh, Tio Richardson Hitchison.
Yep. The nigga that used to fight on the radio. That's right.
So those two. But the other champion, Twan, nah, he ain't. Nah.
How you got Twan beating him? I would say Twan would be a tough fight because Twan got the experience at 40, right? But Keyshawn actually belongs at 40. He's a net.
Stop it.
He's getting close to being a zombie. So I would say the experience.
You know, I don't go
But I
against
would go with
DC.
Key.
I got Twan by stoppage.
You got Twan knocking Keyshawn out.
Yep.
Wow. That's a matchup problem for Twan, bro. In my opinion, Keyshawn Davis is a matchup problem for Twan.
Till he get touched.
No, I like the way this is going. I like the way this is going because Keyshawn Davis, in my opinion, is the future of boxing, right? So these are all potential fights. These are all fights I would love to see. So it's like if he went to 40, it'd actually be kind of lit. There's some good fights in 40 for him.
Oh shit. Maddie said King and Boots fight. I don't know who will win. Shit. Boots, man. You tripping. Boots big as a motherfucker.
You think he could go to 47? He a big dude for 35.
I mean, yeah, he can go up there, but he ain't fucking with Boots. Weight class is for a reason.
So you really think Keyshawn go to 47? You think
He'll go. He going eventually. He gonna drop that belt and go to 40 soon. Watch.
Yeah, he gonna go eventually to 47, but 47 is gonna be a 5-year stretch. You're not going there for at least 5 years.
Yeah, he ain't going for a minute.
And that's why I said 5 years with the Abdullah Mason fight, because they'll both be prime. It's a better fight because now Abdullah Mason will be ready. I'm looking out for Abdullah Mason when I said that, not Keyshawn. He's food right now. In 5 years, he won't be food, especially if they bring him up the right way, which they're doing. Keep building Young's confidence. Let him develop his skills.
Brian Norman's still gonna be at 47, Slim. He young.
So you got Keyshawn going to 47
he wait
to
for
fight.
all them young. He wait for all them youngins to come up there. Yeah, he gonna be looking at them like food.
So you got Keyshawn going to 47 and unbeaten Brian Norman?
Nah. Not yet. I don't know yet until we get up there.
Now, like
I'm basing it on what I see out of Brian at 47, who already at 47.
See, even though it's casual boxing talk, right? I'm gonna keep it realistic, right? I'm not even gonna consider fights at 47 involving the name Keyshawn Davis for at least 3 more years. But I will entertain 40 because I believe he's ready for 40 right now. Like I think, but I want to see him do a fight at 40. But I think he's ready right now at 40.
Yeah, he gonna go up to 40, man. He big at 35, man. He is big.
Yeah, he bigger than all them dudes, man. And that's another reason he'd be a real problem for Tank. But if Tank wanted to like fight him fight him, now is the best time for Tank to fight Keyshawn Davis. The same reason now is the best time for Keyshawn to fight Abdullah Mason. For the exact same reason. Yeah, and like Abdullah Mason should be bullying Floyd Schofield, right? At his press conferences like Mr. T and Rocky 3. You know what I'm saying?
Like how you don't want to say T.O. I don't like saying Floyd Schofield, so I let you just keep saying it, man. Youngin disappointed me, man.
Man, I want Youngin to shine. I want all these youngins to shine. If they chose fighting as their profession, you know what I'm saying? I want them to shine. I don't even care what race they are.
That pull out
I don't
in
even
Saudi
care what
Arabia,
race they are.
man.
But especially
that
if
pull
they're
out
black.
in Saudi Arabia fucked me up.
Now, I'm telling you, when a youngin chooses a profession like fighting, I want to see them win. Real talk. And I don't even care what race they are. But especially if they black, right? So, like we was going with Keyshawn and Abdullah, right? I'm speaking because I want to see Abdullah win, like in the fight game and win in life, right? And if putting them in there against Keyshawn Davis in 2025, 2026, and 2027, right? That messes that up. And as far as boxing goes,
you would be a great caregiver because you care a lot.
I'm talking knowledge about the fight game, bro. That's real talk.
Play my motherfucking violin. I ain't trying all that fucking shit. I want to see fights, nigga. Fights.
Yeah, I
want to see fights.
But
I like what I saw at the press conference. Nigga, Keyshawn called Abdullah out. You want this smoke, nigga? Come get it. I'm with it. Right. You with it? Come get it.
That's right.
That's what I want to see.
That's right. And you know what? That also stamps what I was saying earlier too. That mentality comes from the slavery days of buck fighting, right? When they would toss the winner a hammer to put the loser out of his misery, right? They just wanted to see a fight. Get in there and fight, nigga. They didn't really think about the art of fighting, though, right? And developing your skills as a martial artist to become the best fighter you can become, right? And put together the best matchups. Like you want to put together as close to 50-50 in matchups as possible, right? So, like, you ain't look at it like that. You just want to see them get in there and fight. Just run in there and fight, nigga. And when it's over, I'm going to toss you a hammer. And put the loser out of his misery. I mean, like, I ain't mad at. I mean, like, I know that's cool. Stuff like that sells fights. People like that buy fights. But looking at it from the fighter's perspective, That's crazy work. Crazy work. Yep, this nigga done froze up again, man. Yo, so Maddie, you saying Key and Boots about the same size? Yo, I want to see, like, I know he eventually go to 47, but I kind of want to see the nigga go to 40 right now because it's some good fights, especially if you ain't going to fight cool. Yeah, facts, man. Yo, for real, Maddie saying I ain't trying to see Abdullah lose right now, bro, because you'd be crazy to put him in there. Like, I mean, like I say, I don't want to see that happen, and I doubt Bob Arum would do it. I doubt his dad will let that happen. They ain't gonna say that publicly, but that's a disaster waiting to happen. It totally benefits Keyshawn Davis, though. Mel Carr, what you saying? Both big, fast, powerful, slick, high IQ. Oh, you saying Boots? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Boots a dangerous man at 47. In my opinion, he belongs at 54. Yo, Anthony Perez, salute. Hell yeah, bro. I would love to see Tank versus Key. I think honestly, as far as matchups go, in my opinion, the most lit fights that are actually B fights is Tank versus Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson versus Keyshawn Davis. And that's only gonna happen because Keyshawn can make Shakur fight. And I think that's because of familiarity and IQ. Yo, Maddie, Frank Martin and Keyshawn would be a damn good fight. Relax and chill, say Keyshawn fencing to get a slice of that humble pie. You got De Los Santos. Relax and chill. You got De Los Santos. I don't see it. I don't see it, my nigga. Your favorite barber saying it's going to be hard for anybody to beat that young by decision. You talking about Key? Anthony Perez saying De Los Santos getting the KO. Wow. Insane. Doobie Jones. Yeah, I got Keyshawn too, bruh. Yeah, Maddie. De Los Santos was getting dropped by Rayo. Yo, De Los Santos is food, man. It's food. He's Mufungo right now, man. De Los Santos is officially Mufungo. He food, man. In my opinion, that is. But yo, I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. I was wrong about Lamont. That was wrong. I ain't see that coming. So, I might be wrong, but I see De Los Santos going to sleep, bro. Oh, yeah, Mel X. De Los Santos does got power, man. De Los Santos does got power. I think you're going to need more than power to beat Keyshawn Davis, in my opinion. But De Los Santos can box too. So, like I said, it's going to be. But if De Los Santos, like Shakur said, right, he should have realized that I was just fighting him with one hand. If I had realized my opponent was fighting me with one hand, I would have been all over him. Anthony Perez, Key making another statement on Saturday. Yeah, I want to see that fight bad now. I like the theatrics too at the face-off. That's what you got to do, man, when your opponent don't speak no English, man. Yeah, Doobie Jones, yeah. And I like De Los Santos as a fighter, man. I ain't got him taken out. It's some fighters he could beat. Keyshawn Davis ain't one of them, in my opinion. Yeah, but I like to see Keyshawn fight Frank Martin too, bro. Melcott, that's exactly what I'm saying. Melcott saying it's hard to be all over Shakur, though. That's a fact. That's a fact. And like, yeah, I'm on record. I think it's two fighters that can do it, the Davis boys. You got to catch them. And I think, and I believe now, after seeing that interview with Andre Ward, that Keyshawn, I can see why Shakur afraid of him. Because Keyshawn could kick it to another level. He has too much skills, right? And too much power. And to be like knowing that he could also become a crash out in that fight, that shit could get dangerous. that fight could get dangerous. You talking about Shakur running? Yeah, Shakur might have to run. He might literally have to run. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in between the ropes, get disqualified, run out of the ring, back to the locker room. Maddie, what's up with Andy Cruz? Yeah, and, yo, like I said, remember I was telling you every fighter got that wall? It's just something, and I believe it's mental. I believe it's mental with Andy Cruz, man, and Keyshawn Davis. But shit, I ain't gonna lie, like I wouldn't fight that nigga Andy Cruz yet until he get more wins either. Melcar, that's right. Keyshawn got that crash out strength, man. Yeah, you don't want a nigga like that fighting you who like doesn't give a fuck about himself. He don't give a fuck about himself, nigga. Dangerous. Dangerous. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of nigga you fighting on the rooftop. He losing. Y'all gonna lose together, nigga. We coming together. We gonna die together, nigga. It's just like that on that type of shit. Yeah, Anthony Perez, facts. Shakur is like definitely scared of that man. I think he definitely scared of that man. And that's why I'm seeing Key go up to Key going up to 40 soon, man. He going up to 40, you know what I'm saying? Just to cut that man some slack. Especially if he ain't gonna get the Tank fight. And yo, for real, I would love to see this work out if it was able to, right? Since Turkey really want to work with Tank, and Tank does not want to get Shakur Stevenson a payday, I would tell Turkey, book the Keyshawn fight. Book the Keyshawn fight. Because that'll be a better fight anyway for the fans, bruh. The Davis boys at 35, that'll be one hell of a fight, bruh. Yeah, I pay 100 for that. Anthony Perez. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking they're gonna have to fight for the vacant, right? Maddie, what does Tank got to do for a win against Key? I think Tank's ring experience, right, would actually like help him get it right now. The more time goes by, the less Tank's odds go of beating Key. So the sooner the better if you really gonna have that fight. Because Key too big for him, man. Like that Tank, he could be a problem for Tank. But the way Tank would have to do it is do what he do, man. He'd have to catch him on the counter, man. He'd have to catch him. He'd have to come in between that shot and catch him. And with Tank, it's got to be his timing. His timing got to be right. But we got to see what Keyshawn Chin is like, though. Like, I think it'll be a good fight because Keyshawn will really fight him. But he's also smart enough to play chess with him. 2 boxer punches. Way better fight. Ain't nobody running. Should be a war. Yeah. Yep. If you watch that Anthony Perez say Tank got to catch him like Rolly. Yeah, if you watch the Rolly fight, you see it. Tank was setting Rolly up for that shot. And that wasn't even the kill shot he wanted to get him with. Because Tank didn't expect to knock him out with that. This ain't no Rolly ain't had no chin, bro. Because he didn't even come full power with that. That was all timing. But he was sizing up. It was a check hook. He was sizing it up. Reeling them in. Just reeling them in. Boom. Yeah, to fight Keyshawn, yo. See, the thing is, right, so this is why it'll be a harder fight for Tank, too, right? Because with Core is actually an easier fight for Tank, in my opinion. You just got to catch him. Because Core's hands, he ain't got what it takes to hurt Tank and make Tank respect him. So he's going to have to be elusive. But I think Tank has what it takes to pin him down and catch him. And not only that, I think Tank has enough hatred in his heart to fight this dude dirty. And I think that'll be the key. And that's what I was telling people. If you think in the way Tank should fight Shakur, look at Maidana, versus Floyd Mayweather. And Tank has way more skills than Maidana. And I was even showing like I got a video with Holyfield Tyson. Holyfield put on a master class of dirty boxing, particularly with them uppercuts to the hip. Mike couldn't do all that. Like that shit slowed down. He caught like 5 or 6 of them uppercuts to his hips. You know? So yeah, so I just think like yeah, Shakur's a much easier fight for both them niggas. But against each other, that's a deadly fight. Anthony Perez, he was pissed Hollywood Tank showed up versus Lamont. That's how it go. The nigga got bored. This look like to me, the nigga got bored with boxing, bro. Like when you're heading out in the game, that's your first mistake. You could get fucked up. Hell yeah, Mel card. Especially if they locking your hips up, bruh. People don't know how painful that, the punches to the hip, bruh. B-Hop used to do that shit. B-Hop would get you in the clinch, and whatever side the ref ain't on, he just like tapping your hip multiple times. The hip, by the way, is below the belt. It's dirty as shit. That's a dirty ass fucking move. So, I think Tank could fight Core like that. And Core ain't got what it take to fight him dirty. And this is where Tank could not fight Key like that. Because Key is a crash out. So if Tank starts fighting Keyshawn dirty, that'll actually give Keyshawn what he needs to beat Tank. Because Keyshawn will be like, okay, so this is what we doing? Crash out, nigga. Crash out. Crash out Key, nigga. Yeah, bro, Mel Cobb. B-Hop got a gang of tricks, dirty tricks. Like he was doing that one thing too when he was fighting Jermaine Taylor. He was hitting that nigga with the top of his head. B-Hop, man, B-Hop is a grimy fighter, bro. Yeah, Keyshawn, facts. Anthony Perez say Key would throw him out the ring if Tank started fighting there. It would snap. He would snap. You would cause that nigga to kirk out, man. Crash out Key, nigga. Hell yeah. Crash out Key, nigga. Don't let him crash out. Anybody can get it at that point. Yeah, so yeah, but yeah, you can get away with that with Cole, but just so you gotta know who to try that with. Key will fuck around and do what Mike Tyson did to Holyfield. He probably would, man. You don't know where a nigga would go. Because Mike was a crash out. Mike is the perfect example of a crash out. So, man, it's been real, man. I'm about to slide up out of here. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I'll be back tomorrow. Scooter Powell, the casual boxing fan, signing out. Peace.